Hi, I'm Luna. Today we're going to learn some food signs. You like chicken nuggets? Because I do.
Just kidding. But we are going to learn some food signs today. The first sign we should learn is chicken nugget. So, we're going to need to learn the sign for bird. The sign for bird is you're going to want to turn your mouth into peck. You're going to take your fingers up to your mouth and peck. Peck, peck. That's the sign for bird. Now we need to do the sign for nuggets. You're going to take the sign that looks like an eyeball, kind of, and have your hand as a plate and spread it everywhere. And then you have a plate of chicken nuggets. Moving on, we're going to learn the sign for taco. Taco. You're going to have an upside down C. Putting on that, you want a flat hand to the side, and you're going to have a taco. Taco. This works for both hands. Taco. A very similar one is sandwich, which can get very confusing. You're going to want a side C and a flat hand going this way. Slide it in. Sandwich. These look very alike and can get very mixed up a lot. But the one you can remember is sandwich is to the side, taco is up. Moving on, we're going to do peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, one of my favorites. You're going to want to do the sign for peanut. Peanut. This is the sign for nut. We're going to use it as peanut for today. You're going to want to take your thumb, put it up to your teeth, and flick off. Nut, like you're picking nuts out of your teeth. Nut. Then you're going to want to do butter to make peanut butter. It's very close to jelly. Sign for butter, you take 2 fingers, put them onto your flat plate, and you're going to spread the butter. Bread, which is very similar to jelly. It's the letter J on your hand, swiping twice. Jelly. So you have peanut, butter, and jelly. That's my favorite personally. But another one of my favorites would be pasta. I love pasta. The sign for pasta is you want to take your 2 pointer fingers and you want to swoop them up. They get this sign confused with noodles, which is take your pointer fingers, you start up from where you end at pasta, and you wiggle them out, like ramen noodles and pasta. You might like chicken noodle soup. So you have chicken, which is bird, chicken, noodle, soup. You might think I'm saying butter, but I'm not. You're taking your 2 fingers, but this time you have a bowl shape of a hand. Swipe twice. It is like butter, but this time you have a bowl. Soup. There are 2 ways of saying this, actually. One of them is bird noodle soup, and one of them is noodle soup. This is the sign for the animal chicken. So you might want to say this. You don't have to. It's just added steps. But you do the sign for bird, and then you peck at your hand. That's the sign for the animal chicken. So you could say chicken, noodle, soup. Also, I hear a lot of people like hot dogs, so let's do it. This sign is not very happy, but it's the sign. Hot dog. It's like you're squeezing it in the form of the meat. I don't like doing this sign, but I love hot dogs. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Another sign is burgers or hamburgers. So you're again, kind of gross, clomping the meat. My favorite. The only way we can sign any of these signs or eat any of these signs is to know the sign for eat and food, which are very similar. And it's okay if you sign them incorrectly because people will know which one you're talking about. So there's eat, and then there's food. I mix them up all the time. It's perfectly fine. You have eat, you have food. You also, if you watch my last video, you can like chicken noodle soup. What's your favorite lunch? Bye bye for today.